Всем привет, доброго времени суток. Продолжаем прохождение игрушки Outer World. Сегодня у меня выходной, что-то мне не спится, встал рано. Решил совместить приятное с полезным. Продолжим. Надеюсь, со связью с микрофоном все нормально. Я еще немножко подкрутил. Все-таки меня слышно было не очень громко. Так, мы высадились на первопроходец и теперь будем тут все изучать. Со мной сразу два напарника. Здесь по двое можно брать. Можно выбирать, кого взять. Но пока их только двое, значит пока без вариантов. А здесь все придется воровать. Ну ладно. Какое зачучело возле моего корабля стоит.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure, Captain.
Добро пожаловать,
Captain.
добро.
I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that. Where are we headed?
Так, ничего особенного. Идем.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get two with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. Need a drink. Do you mind? I'm trying to file a report.
Хе-хе. Здорово, чувак.
Going for a stroll around the docking base? Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs. The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I
Совершенно
decked him with a
безалаберный
tossball
молодой
stick.
человек.
I mean, what am I? Some kind
Любит
of
искать
fair-weather fan?
неприятности. Влепил кому-то дубиной. Бейсбольной клюшкой.
Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting. Exactly. I was only doing what any self-respecting Rangers fan would have done. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Насколько я помню, этот молодой человек будет одним из моих напарников. Но пока он не готов сделать этот шаг, хочет еще где-то накосячить на этом большом корабле где-то. Ну, посмотрим. Так, тут полутаться не получится. А вот тут вполне. Не успели, если кто-то следил. Здесь, правда, мусор один, но хоть что-то. Лесенка. Прыгаем. Оп. На. Ух, е-мое. Есть. Ничего себе. Набрал. Жалко дальше не пойти. А там есть что-нибудь? Нет. Пока лутаемся. Разыскивается Финиас Уэллс. Преступление, нарушение, бунт, подделка, заговор. Без лицензии практикуют медицину и уничтожение собственности.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Впечатляющий список, впечатляющий. Вон же. О, а это кто? Его так же, как и того, преследуют? О, живым или мертвым? Пьянство, собственность. Интересно. Кстати, а этого живым или мертвым? Нет, про него, про мертвого ничего не говорит.
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Не помню, сколько их у меня, но парочку возьму. О, дядька, привет.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Опа, мне корабль
Well, isn't this wonderful?
заморозили.
The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side. Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. Not stuck, per se. Of course, then you'd find yourself with an exciting new problem.
Злые.
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays there. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you probably riled up the wrong petty board bureaucrat. A man named Udom Bedford.
Да. Кто-то из бюрократиков постарался.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda
Просит
Dorset
помочь.
over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she... Much appreciated.
Я
Is
квестики
there anything
люблю.
else I can help you with? Maybe.
Где тут можно
Most of the shipping
подработать?
traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Two biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holt. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though. Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in a bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the... Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us,
Они единственная
there's just
независимая
tramp
точка
raiders
в
and
этой
wildcat miners.
колонии.
Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen Nick sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars. Yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing. Once everybody been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independence. Glad to help. Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering. If you're thinking to make a career here, full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know. Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to... Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them. They're on the promenade run by... All right. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't... Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison. They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few. Folks around here will bluster that the board hate. You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of... We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble to...
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. Sure thing. The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. On your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring it in. Most places are on the promenade deck. I got a preference for... You need anything else? Be seeing you.
Ой, сколько много трёпа. Мне это не очень нравится. Ну, он мне дал справку как гид по этому кораблю, по первопроходцу. Попробуем его обшмонать. Да ты пустой. Как церковная мышь, как сказал бы викарий. Так.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking us. Anything else I can help you with, mister? Chief Junlei Tennyson. Her family's worked on it for... God.
What's she like? Is she a good boss?
Good as she can be, I guess. What with all the troubles groundbreakers, she could stand to lighten up, I suppose. Sure is, but she makes it look easy. She's real competent, our chief, even if she ain't real friendly. They're run by Miss Hagen. I ought to warn you straight off. Let's say the one who had... If anyone asks, Sublight says it got salvaged. If anybody could prove them criminals, the board would have put their foot down a long time past. They always got, what? Something gets nicked or someone turns up dead. Sublight said... Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need some... You might pay Sublight a shitload of bits for it, but that...
You must admit, there is a beauty to the order of it. Everything operates within the constraints
Везде
of the
порядок,
grand
конечно,
plan,
и
even
закономерность.
organized crime.
People do what they gotta to get by. Oh, gets it might boring at this desk. Oops.
Oh, don't worry.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to folks
Awful generous of you, listening to... This is the... If you're here to report a crime, I'm not so good at... Folks are liable to start taking your We can't just let anyone walk in here. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sunita. We got a lot of rules to follow. All right.
Так, надо было болтать его, но он что-то необщительный. Сейчас попробуем исправить это. Скрытие замков нет, нет. О, навыки общения надо повышать. Ну, допустим, я буду как викарий.
What can groundbreaker security do? Yeah, I'm get... Maybe... All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just...
This is it. Security. I can check the departures register to find out which crew the scholar shipped in and out with. There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Меня пустили на экскурсию. Я же не ограничусь одной экскурсией. Какие-то изъятые контрабандные товары. Хоп, ну. Подождите. Скрытие замков — это незаметность. Ой, ё-моё, а не технологии. Ух. Значит, этот мне не так уж и нужен. Понятно. Ладно.
That's impressive.
Ничего не видел. Уходим. Красиво.
What can groundbreaker security do for you today? That's what I'm here for, sir. Sure, and stuff. That'd be awful weird. On account... I told you we don't. Maybe... All right. Less than there used to be. Fewer freighters. There's been a whole... Less than...
Пока.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardettes. Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Unibus. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Still waiting to hear back. Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms I'm not here for a chat. Now we're the security force here. The original force was made up. Folks started calling it.
Ладно, все, уходим.
Hey.
Вот, не залезть тут. А тут? Боюсь, тут тоже.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt a regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Что-нибудь интересное, да, найдем.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that no one can leave the planet and threaten our hard-working citizens. This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I get.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Неудачно вышло. Ну, теперь из принципа тут их всех облутаю. Все, 3 патронов устроили мне тут концерт.
The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors.
Да, вы, что? Глазастые какие, а? Там 3 патрона, а вы за 3 патронов. Идем дальше. Ух ты. Я думаю, стоит переодеться. К этим надо идти не как викария, а как кто-то посерьезнее. А что, мне такая раненько не улучшенная? Ай-яй-яй. Надо будет броней разжиться.
Somebody was trying to fix this up, but looks like they ain't been here in a long while. Oh, sweetie.
Ну что?
I'm ready for this.
That's the last of them.
Бандит. Бандиту не жалко. Да, тут все серьезно. Так, мне качаться и качаться еще. А я-то думал, что везде на раз-два проходить буду. Это куда выйдет? А, понятно. Ну ладно. Здесь, насколько я помню, было что-то вкусное. Вот бы мне с него запчасти на мой автоматрон, а? Мой не работает. Так, не нравится мне это. Либо что-то вкусное вот там. Там, тики там, до нас. Призматический молот. Так, надо будет сейчас его разглядеть, но только почитаем, что пишет. Светящийся молоток. Тут, в принципе, ничего такого. Зубы повыпадали от запаха. Нормально. Так, ладно, давайте изучим. Не написано, что особенно он дает, но ладно. Ну, урон пока соточку достойный, но будем качаться, уже это будет ни о чем. Надо порвать побега пока с ним. Так, ну тут все.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
I'm rolling T3 nuts in it. It's time for a KYO. Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded dire.
They call it Monarch now. It's supposed to be a real hellhole. Warlords drumming up marauder squads, blood running in the streets, all kinds of shit.
So it went about as well as everybody expected.
Yep, complete fucking fiasco.
Здесь кабак, насколько я помню, не пойдет туда пока. Ух, сколько вкусного. Не вовремя он пришел, а?
I know she's in there, Mfuru.
Медицинский отдел. Ладно, пойдем по квесту.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
Ваша комната наверху? Пошли посмотрим, что это за комната. Видеть, нет? А здесь еще шажок.
Cosmo finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
Какой же ты слепой. Мой друг Псида. Банановый свисток. Бананосвист. Да, ну ладно.
I get strange comms chatter every time I fly by Monarch. What's going on down there?
Тут бежит. Кто же это кто-то? Подождите-ка. Я потратил ключ-карту на эту дверь, а мог что-то открыть из сейфов. Ну, сейчас посмотрим, стоит того эта комната или нет. Заходите, ребят. Да, тут просто куча хлама. Нет, я лучше сейф открою. Наверное. Для приличия пролистаем. Все видели. Банановый свисток — это просто что-то. Вы заходите? Красавцы, все равно же мне спарить. И кто тут такой умный? Итак, 3 сейфа. Сохраняемся. Пулемет, маска шахтера, детали, магничка, ладно. У меня только один ключ. Ну, так. Первая хоть магничка была. Ну, по-хорошему бы все открыть. Не, первый, наверное. Самый первый, самый полезный. Пулемет, маска. Дипломат. Не открою, не открою. Пока не открою.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life to protecting our wonderful brands and products. Military service does not guarantee full employment rights, tax breaks, military discount, health benefits, military burial, participation medal, training, or weapons. This story brought to you by House...
Здесь больше хлама. Ух, у меня перегруз. Ничего себе. Вот она. Для взлома, а не технология. Навыки общения. Тяжелый. Ближний бой не надо. Бой не надо. Незаметность. Общение. Технологии. Ух, сколько всего таскать теперь. Так, это 10, это 16. Ну, пока так. Стой так.
Coaches and referees are debating how and if you will need to increase your force. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news
Oh,
that's
I'm
fit to
sorry.
write.
Was this your room? I'll just move along. Wait, this is almost certainly my room. That's my underwear on the floor.
Огнемет. О, прикольно, еще не было. Но нет. Вау. Ну, что поделать, без вариантов. Какие шустренькие. Так. Неужели? То я где? В медпункте, что ли? Так, здесь мне нужен взлом. Навыки незаметности сюда. И вот это тоже. О.
Left hands, Captain.
В медпункте пока что мне ничего не надо. Потом тоже. И опять перегрузно. Да. Так, по поводу брони. Порвать. Сколько брони? 17. Такая же, такая же. Викарий. Угу. Вот тебе пойдет. Не знаю, какая из брони лучше, но... Идем сюда. Ну что?
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door.
Беззащитная старушка, бедная.
You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key.
10 000.
And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits... Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Не хотят скидку давать.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bit. Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On a Kate, she sent me a recording of a Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide. Quite the opposite, I believe. If you should find a secret worth selling, The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time. My goodness, aren't you quick? Should you find yourself, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies. Law bless your atoms. Don't forget to come find. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. You'll find her fretting in engineering. Yes, dear, take that. Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like. What do you want then? That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long? The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its... They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. But it won't work. Go right ahead, sweet. Groundbreakers radiators. Been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now.
Они страдают от жары,
Miss
что-то здесь
Junlei's
перегрел.
supposed to be getting them fixed. The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. Oh, a little of this, a little. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to
Подушки.
talk about, is it?
Обсуждали чего угодно. Контрабанду, кражу. А как про подушки плетения заговорили, это незаконно ужас какой. Даже смешно.
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them you... I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look... Those board folk are real... But old Gladys knows. That's why we gotta... Probably. Everyone claims he's transmitting from Monarch. Anytime... If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week. It's almost time. I've got a lovely
This is Halcyon. Interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife you're unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military.
How do you do? Sorry. Didn't quite catch that. Nothing to fear. Huh? What? Huh. Fine. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together. Our chief. There's a reason. Our local garbage. She freely. Of course. I try and.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I... stay up top. You know, keep watch, okay?
The last of them.
Smells awful, and not all of it's mine. I'll die in...
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker. Thanks again, friend. What usually happens... Well, actually... Ah, shit. You're gonna shake me down after I was trapped in a shit-covered Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well? You're a sick man. Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals. Suppose it's time to reevaluate my...
I'll be just a moment.
You learn to keep...
Welcome to the Last Hope, our little tribute to the mystery.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lay gets those... Some big shot down in Byzantium. The raid, and we're all sweating buck. Couldn't say. All I know, they're... Instead of the heat going... Weeks? Engineering. Don't know what... That's not for me. There's no... She doesn't come around. What ain't I got? A new face. Nothing unique. I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Да.
I'm sorry. See, Umfuru? We could have avoided... Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends.
не совсем
I just...
подружка.
As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been...
You say that like it's weird.
Like I said, Jesse, I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid. Be my guest.
Something I can help you with? Not without dispens... We don't... Regrettably, we'd nearly... If only my... The records... She's not my... Not without... Take care.
Так.
Now, where's that patient run off?
Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get our delivery. A brave idiot with a surgery mostly. The board. Everyone on. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time.
Так, на спутник задание дали мне. Пойти посмотреть, что с грузом. Я не яйца, не плутаюсь.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Oh, I guess.
Какие вы жадные. Я еще и тебя обыщу. Зараза. И его обыщу.
What's
Ой,
going
ну
on?
ладно. Погорячился, поторопился. Ну, шлем какой-то интересный был. Я не видел. Хотя уже обыскал. Я уже запутался в сохраняшках. Надо проверить. Ой, это уже с голыми карманами, с пустыми. Так, ну те двое рядышком стоят, их не облутать. Хотя, конечно, можно попробовать.
What do you think you're doing? Just keep your fingers to your own.
Дайте вот дверь. И вот так немножко сзади.
What did you do?
Ну, ё-моё, ну уж ты-то могла бы не лезть. Ты сама пиратка. Я знаю. Ну что, погнали? Так, здесь я был, здесь я был.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Лутаться. Так. Ох ты, блин. А вот это не дело. 30 жалко. Технология, общение, незаметность. Защитный навык. Вот ты, блин, ты е-мое. Уходим. Надо сходить и часть хлама скинуть на корабль. Да, его заблокировали, но попасть я на него могу. Не могу взлететь. Слишком много хлама. Хотя что-то может продать. Нет, вот буду складывать. Потом, когда выполню несколько квестов. Я помню, у меня здесь будет очень хорошая скидка. И тогда будем все продавать. Пока будем как плюшкин собирать. Ну, разбирать кота. Кстати, по поводу брони. А знаете что? 17. Один. И ты один. Вот это интересно. Смотрит много кто-то.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'd surely love to, but gosh, she's happy to hear it. I ain't...
Well, it...
Either.
Whew. Have yourself...
Purpleberry punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on.
Ah, the board. Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must... Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilries? Oh, Alex, he was my dearest friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? Ah, tell me. How did he die? No! How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their dropping. Right, you're going There, I've removed the... Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his... You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist. That's... Well... Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. I don't intend to be. It's just a matter... Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's fine, really. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. Be my guest. I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm there. I send a lot of
Good. No. Emphatically no. Best to be clear. Chief Deplorable
Oh, they're here to keep the Precisely.
Groundbreaker makes... When the alternative is board a luxury stateroom, reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, as this office... Ask away.
Rizzo's purple punch. Salt flour, candy shell, around a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Suck it, chew it.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely... Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers? Hey, that's good advice. I like the way you think, Bob. Besides, not like there's a line of folks standing around hoping to get on your ship. I'm persistent. Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head. You can count on me in a scrap. Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this. I'll just get...
Really? We're picking up straight?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get... Just stretching. Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the... Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. That's what they called us. Orphans with... The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support... Same way we all do. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Yeah, I hear you, boss. It sounds like I was out. But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. Yeah, I mean, I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives. Yeah, thanks for listening. Good to see you, boss.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put...
You kidding? The chief wouldn't let a couple hundred board troops in here.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? I got a full line of weapon modification. Why, it gets you the...
All the better for performing a little percuss...
Self-improvement.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like... What if you like getting in close? Only takes a bit of elbow grease. Most ships have a workbench near the cargo hold. No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap. Right here for a start. A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shop. So, what can I get?
What? I'm just terrible, dreadful. Should've. I'll. Seem.
The truth is, you, see, I owe them a lot. Surely you wouldn't drag me before him. What? No, I didn't do anything. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood tier... Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan... Udon Bedford's the boy. Thanks for help. Or I guess...
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. That's not
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but... I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me. Now, is there anything...
Wish I could say it was good to see. Got word from Udom, from the hitman who tripped. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than... You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and El...
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. Tell you what, I'm a little If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
She helped me win a bet. Yeah, that's one. We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. And as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet. You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites. Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
B&B, I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Sublight for life. Corporations never lifted a finger.
Oh, neat. They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Now, this should prove interesting, to say the least.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage. You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting... Sure am. These days...
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you would... Not a word. Pity. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to... I have a salvage job for someone...
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? First, I like that initiative, but if there's anything else, be quick. These days, the scrap business Our field is Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes, Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way. Very. I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman. Hey, careful with the C word around here. Subline. Ask. Be seeing.
If you're hungry, they're terrified to look. You know what sprats are. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when absolute boar. The other meat is terrifying is legally between you. Might be that this'll just as well, long as you just as fresh from the
RT greeting. Protect this unit dispense proteins for this unit would clarify user error in the maintenance of this unit's cutlery. This unit is not designated for cleaning duties and cannot be compelled to accept another unit. This unit be beginning dispensing sequence.
You look like some... We also have a line of special... Everything I sell, not me, but it's in my blood. I was born in the corporate...
Those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37? You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without notice.
I suppose it's time to
Watch out something doesn't explode.
Military burial, participation medal, training, or weapon.
Something's broke. Fill out an incident.
This story brought to you by House.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn though.
Hey, I saw that! What do you think you're doing?
Just keep your fingers to your own self.
Shh.
You trying to get us all in trouble?
Easy does it. I'll keep quiet. Great work.
What do you think you're doing? Do what you want, I guess.
Understood. I'll keep my head
Не
down.
фартит. Извиняюсь, отключил микрофон и забыл включить. Если я попадаюсь на воровстве в том или ином обществе, я могу их уболтать, чтобы замять проблему, но при этом у меня падает репутация, цены и все остальное, все взаимосвязано. Поэтому мне бы этого не хотелось, потому и сохраняюсь. Посадки. Ничего интересного. Ну, общаться.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts. And I won't let them They want us to sweat, thinking that'll solve. The board isn't helping, and my resource... Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be... Sorry, I forgot not every... The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned. You must not have been here long. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy. Fatalism has got no home on Groundbreaker. We aim to weather the storm, no matter how bad it gets. Those idiots are immune. If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I have. I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable. Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding. Good. The ship's groaning something fierce, but I can make frustrating. Plus, there's no time to train my... Sure is. I was...
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer. Appreciate it. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a season. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels... You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? The next captain won't have my heritage. I hope that was a joke, Captain. I yelled at that thing years ago. You've got my attention. You're right, I don't. The board is after... I like to think of myself as a nice person. The board wants control over... I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in... You've got my attention.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name.
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with...
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if...
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Wow, great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest.
Толерантность, а?
Sorry.
Я знаю, к чему идет.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else.
Идем. Коза смотрит, ну потом мы сюда еще наведаемся. 119. Знаете, надо вот это поразбирать. Не все равно копеечное. А место занимает. Да даже ты копеечный. Ну-ка. Посмотрим, что можно сделать той снайпой. А вот моя. 9 уровень. 108 урона. Подождите, это штурмовая винтовка. Вот. 10 40. $198. Ну-ка. Ух ты, а здесь уже побольше берут. Ага, дальше нельзя. Но 135 уже достойно. Ух ты. У меня есть на электричество? Есть. И в яблочко. Нет, пусть будет. Так, смотрим дальше. Ну, этот. Пум-пум-пум-пум-пум. Молоток копеечная. Настройка. До десятки поднимем. Уже урон 90. Ну, уже что-то с чем-то. Мира здесь урон 87. Ладно. Надо разобрать эту дубину. А где она, подождите? Викария. Бегай с дубиной пока. Так, значит, это снайперка. Ну, давайте все починим. Да, даже тебя. Бог с тобой. 114. Вау. Так, я буду бегать в этом шлеме и в этой броне. Значит, этот шлем можно отдать кому-то из 18-20. Да держи, порвать. Не держи. Викарий. Броня 22, броня 18. Ну, шлем прикольный, я его оставлю. Снаряжение. Ох, Викарий, подожди, у тебя такой беспонтовый план. Пошли-ка мы сходим, тебя переэкипируем. Снайперку я тебе давать не буду. Снайперка у тебя в руках будет не очень.
Hey, that pad down there, with the lights off?
Это надо. Хватит, ладно. Так. Оружие тут маловато. Оружие. Пулемет, огнемет. Любишь дробовик? Ну давай. Так, чтобы его улучшить, мне лучше одеть что-то на технологию. Дешевле будет. Да. А есть какой-нибудь технологический шлем? Нет, нету. Ну что ж, улучшим так. Работать, броня. Ой, оружие. Вот он, дробач. Ну да. Да, улучшаю. Ух-ух-ух. Да хватит с тебя, наверное. Так. Прикольный кинжал. Режек, ножик. Навыки. Медицина. Еще одна. Да, полезно. Феликс. Навыки. Пионелом. Ну ладно, пусть будет. Викарий, ты со мной постоянно пока что бегаешь. Поэтому так. Оружие. Ну извини, твой дробач утиль. Пулемет давать не... Пулемет. Феликс любит пулемет. Нет, у меня гранатомет. Снайпу скинем на склад. Ну вот сюда. Да и пулемет сюда пока скинем. Броня. Броню оставляем. Ну все, мы готовы к трудообороне. Кстати, может это улучшить. Действительно. Пойду-ка я свою броньку улучшу. Работать, броня. О, 39 вообще нечего. О, выше нельзя, но уже что-то. Нельзя так. Ну, до десятки догоню все. Ух ты, 36. Это лучше шлем, чем этот, потому что этот на 13 уровне дает 36, а этот на 10 уже 36 дает. Так, вот этот улучшаем. Вот их не две брони. Не понял. $29, 24. А почему? Обе 10-е. Элитная пехотная, элитная пехотная. Рамит баллистика, рамит баллистика. Вот я что-то не понимаю. Модифицировать броню. Давайте посмотрим. Сопротивление брони улучшаем. Дальше. Интересная штука, конечно. Ну, а пусть будет. Ладно. Ближний бой не хочу. Дальний бой интересно. Дальний бой 5, дальний бой 5. Странно. Удивительно. Бой, технология. Навыки лидерства. Нет, я думаю... Технологии блюдать. Или все-таки дальний бой, или общение. Нет, это боевая броня. Здесь ставим дальний бой. Вот эту простую. Последний. Громкость, радиус, грузоподъемность. Грузоподъемность, слабое место. А вот сюда можно идти к нам. Нет, зачем мне? Вот он. А тут... Да ладно. Технологии плюс 5, плюс 5. Сюда ничего не ставить. Ну ладно.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Конечно.
So, June Lei and I have been talking some. She sent me a poem. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I don't know where it's leading yet. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... They were... I don't know. Junlei Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? If you're there, I'm sure things will be okay. Thanks for asking.
Идем с этим. Подождите, надо все-таки этому какое-нибудь оружие дать. Ну, кинжал нравится. Я хочу дать ему кинжал, который сейчас у докторши. Значит, надо докторше дать что-то другое. И даем вот эту штуку. 5-й уровень. Элли. 10-й уровень 158. Пошли улучшим дубинку. Я не думаю, что это дорого будет. Работать. Нет, не то. Где дубинка? Вот она. Стоимость 27. Фигня копеечная. А, у меня биты кончились. Ладно. Или на тебе. А хотя... 61, 87. Пусть будет так. Так, по поводу оружия. Пистолет, автомат, штурмовая. Но роботов здесь вроде нет. Скинем его пока, найдем чем их перестрелять, если что. Просто веса много таскаю. «98» все равно много, но уже лучше. Попробуем еще найти, от чего избавиться. Или не найдем. Или найдем. Ладно, идем.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
Пошли с охладителями поработаем. Потом все остальное. Открыли мне дверочку? Нет, не здесь. А где она?
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the danger?
Что за задание у меня висит? Не то. Это что такое? Поговорить с Лилией. Ну она сказала, пропуск будет, тогда пойдем.
Okay.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined us. Ah, yes. Here. I should have guessed. What better... Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I admit it was...
Так. Ладно. Здесь разобрались. Выследить. Ну, это на монархе. Бак с кислотой. Найдем. Винишко потом. Сциллу потом. Сигнал бедствия потом. Оружие бездны. Вот она. Погнали. Так, а вот тут, во-первых, Макрет, которого надо шлепнуть.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
Давайте узнаем, кто он такой, что он хочет.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Huh. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
Я тоже не хочу викарий, не
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only... I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice. We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cell. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices.
Блин, да что ж такое, кнопки путаю.
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom? They rejected it again, didn't they?
Rizzos wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You're a lighter in dark time. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the ground break. Listen to the fire of those convictions. Alive or dead. Rare or medium. What's it gonna be? How do you want me cooked, bounty? By flame? Shit. Little Flick here got me...
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick extra nice.
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby Pyro, but it beats losing my head. Keen eyes you got there. Sanita gave me this lighter. We had a carnal understanding. Lay it on me, boss. Everything has a price. How much are you willing to pay?
Так, мне надо ложь поднять. Навыки общения. Вот она.
Neighbor from above. Everything has a price. Under its skin. This ship is... You've got the run of the kingdom.
Обманули дурака. 4 пятака, как говорится.
Easy does it.
Никто не видит.
Stealing is illegal.
Видит.
What do you think you're doing? Suspicion levels reset.
Я мог потерять все, что украл. Поэтому... Ой, опять. Не сохранился. Забыл.
Look at the time. You came with the crew. Welcome. I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. Listen to the... Alive or dead.
Don't worry.
I'll miss my baby Pyro. Lay it on me, boss. Shit. That's bureau. Am I your dark reflect? They were... Kind of you to say. Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace. We were just... You don't just ask a king for a favor. Under its... You've got the run of the king.
Quietly now.
Huh?
What do you think you're doing?
Вот это надоели. Так, никто не видит. Надеюсь.
Your birthday.
Очень свежо. Понял.
This place is falling apart.
Can't spell groundbreaker without broken. Oh, wait. Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Хочешь попробовать, Викарий?
You get that Automech patch? My friend wants it up front.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
Ну да ладно.
Got it. Heads down.
Да.
People don't like worms in their Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with her body and mind.
Ну да, ты надоел. Может продать, перебить? Нафиг.
Backside still smarts. Did everyone get branded when they joined Madrid?
Nope. Your ass is a priceless canvas now that it's home to an original with red.
I guess that's
Снайпер, не хухры-мухры. Много вкусно. Дневник. Задание. Где детали? Вон там. Где деталюшки? Где-то сверху. И как мне туда попасть?
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. That may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Где? Угу. Так, что мы имеем? Так. Лучше на один уже бог с ним. Вот, крит. Автоматона. Даже не знаю, что сказать. Интересно. Пусть будет так. Все. Да, теперь могу, наверное, модификаторы выдергивать. Ну, хорошо.
Even the proverbial
Вообще-то всё.
unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place. Would cut them off.
Вообще это все бандиты. По-хорошему, что надо делать с бандитами? Думаю, всем понятно. Я думаю, что, наверное, так и надо сделать с бандитами. Сохранимся на большую сохраняшку. И сейчас приступим. Ребята, вы живы? Целы? Хорошо. Я не думаю, что мы всех положили. Их тут было намного больше. Ой, автоматон пробежал.
Incoming!
Паразиты. Бандитов даже и обыскивать не стыдно. Вот это чего неожиданно, товарищ. Ну, обезопасить надо. Хорошая работа. Я знаю. Почему не могу с него снять детали для своего автоматона?
The last of them.
Бандит. Ну, я, конечно, понимаю вашу нелегкую судьбу, но это же не повод с бандитами убивать, поджаривать всех. Техники сюда пришли ремонтировать с деталями. И вы их порешили? Порешили. Так что моя совесть чиста. Так, пусто. ХП полное, F5 и вперед. Там еще пачка была. Идем. Вроде робот там был. Вроде бы. Да. Боевой дрон. Хорошо. Странно, что я его пропустил. Но на то и нужны напарники. Кто это? Главарь банды. Вот и нету главаря. Ну, давайте-ка посмотрим. Репутация. Первопроходец. Все отлично. It's beautiful. Там еще была комната. Может быть, оттуда выходили. Надо зачистить. И полутаться.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Так, ну тут, наверное, пусто. Ничего не видать. А где этот поджигатель бородатый? Где он сам-то? Куда-то сдернул. Так, ну ладно, тут все зачистил. Теперь мне надо вставить эту приблуду куда-то, куда надо. Заодно я обезопасил целый отсек корабля. Идем.
You've returned, and in one piece. Good work. I'll take those. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it. More than... We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs. If ever... You can flip us.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle.
I'm genuine.
Ну, пошли. Опять смотрит, да ладно там. Ничего такого. Нет. броня? Нет, я не в броне. Ха-ха-ха.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill them. I've got this thing about giant insects. Watch out! I can't see!
That's the last of them.
Зачистили? Молодцы. Жучница. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй. Думаю, взлом пока можно не качать. Так отсюда я, можно сказать, пришел.
Good news? Tom tells me that the dirty mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next.
Да ё-моё.
I can always fix them.
В принципе, мне пофигу, тех убивать или других. А лучше было бы и тех других, ну ладно.
Won't get any mercy from me. That'll work, Captain. Everyone all right?
Попробуй спуститься. Не понял.
That's the terminal. I have the parts of the digital on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pump. And if you don't know what that means, just look for the commands I said. Cycle droplet pump. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker OC thing.
Ходим. Так, ну да, я туда ходил. Здесь я даже не сунулся, там было запечатано. И правильно, что не пошел. О, уже не раскалены.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention.
Пошли бухать. Надо пообщаться будет. Ух ты. Проницательность -1. Для техники, конечно, хорошо. Но для всего остального не очень. Ну ладно. Еще деньжонку подсыпали. Дневник. Вот. Пошли. Не туда.
It just me, or has it been deader than usual around here? Chief wants to reduce board traffic.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot. Yeah, but... I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs... You might surprise yourself. Are we gonna get in trouble today?
As always. Anything you'd like to discuss? Yes? Scientism, as its name implies, and reason, not emotion, is the seat of all morality. Wisdom means accepting the vicissitudes of life with grace and dignity. I prefer to think of it... Yes?
Ладно, пошли, выпьем.
What'll it be?
Okay. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper. Oh, no, that's on account of mine. I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said. Feeling my heart shake.
Давай по винцу.
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Purpleberry wine's all right if you require a sweetness to your spirits. Seems like a drink that would suit you, Miss Holcomb. Just mind how much you imbibe.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for Junlei something fierce. What am I doing? I mean, just with Junlei.
Ну, пусть
I
поплачется
don't know what to
жилетка.
do about us. Well, she talked about another girl, right? Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all. I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot. It was real long and rambly. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dead. Then it all went down the tubes. I just got a lot of feelings. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Come on. Okay, maybe you're right. Hydration?
Good call. It's best to proceed with...
Shush you. Oh, Captain. I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but... everything? Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's... What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and... Don't you tease me in my moment. You know I'm not interested. That's... Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? Of course. Wouldn't you be? Huh. She seems perfect to me. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. I don't want to be that person. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain, do you... All right. There's no need to... Okay. I'm gonna do it. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel.
Well, it's not like I could be elsewhere. Nor am I capable of neglecting it.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're a real good friend. Come on. Let's... Oh, my stomach's a little upset. That Chief Junlei sure seems well.
Ну, где-то тут
I could spend hours reflecting on... So, tell...
Пошли на корабль сходим. Она, наверное, что-то еще скажет. Посмотрим. О, лишь бы им приятно было. Охраняет магнички. Ага. Квесты, 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 опыт, опыт. Ну, вижу.
Remember, items in the hold may shift during takeoffs and landings.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much. Some of the drinks we tried, I even liked. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I wouldn't mind having a drink again. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I've ruined things in the past because I didn't... I want to be honest with her. So if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of the... I ought to go write her back. I mean...
Ужас какой, а?
Felix keeps asking me to walk.
Так. Навыки. Что я хотел? Конечно, хорошо, но... Оружие качать надо. Так, способности. Смотрим. Вот это полезно. И вот это полезно. Я посмотрю, что из них взять. Опа, сразу как хлоп. Так, что у нас с квестами? Так, дневник. Купите наноключ, понятно, оружие без дна. Понятно. Кстати, пошли посмотрим. Так. Так. Ну, кому интересно, на паузе почитайте, я не буду озвучивать каждое. Здесь много писанина. У нас цели есть научное оружие. Ладно. Сигнал бедствия. Надо будет что сходить. Да, внизу на главном компьютере. Ну ладно.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. What? Oh, no!
Captain, we are now... Also, corporate protocol... Forgive me, Captain. Was there another topic on your mind? No, I am sure I cannot feel emotions. It was my fault he died. I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. In fact, I did, but illogically disregarded the results. He asked me to trust him. Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's process. I have been programmed to deftly calculate. Alex also taught me the concept. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by I have not yet decided if I should I asked once, how can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? What happened to the captain who kept pestering his ship computer? The life support was disabled. As you wish, Captain. I'll be here.
Так. Что со снаряжением? Прикольная штука. Пистолет. Круче этого, круче. Подойдите, этот 14-й. Техника. А техника это что у нас? Ладно. Технология еще. F5, погнали. Так, пистолет. Работать. Где он тут? Нельзя. Ну, вряд ли он его догонит. Да уж. Так, что я еще хотел улучшить? Автомат. Надо? Надо. Все. Ну что ж, с таким пистолетом пойду. Так, что у нас есть? Крит и шум. Вот крит. Бокс, шуметь. Электрический, лучевой, магазин и плазма. Электричество. Лучше, лучше. Так, дробач. Похоже, у этого. Крит. Пусть будет крит. И плазма, фига себе будет. Так. Будет. Отлично. Теперь смотрим, у кого кинжал? Меня. Порвать. Что у тебя в руке? У тебя 99, 86. Викарий. Возьми. Элли. Тоже кинжал. 68. 61. Феликс. 95. Ну, тут без вариантов. Так, пистолет коллекционный. Надо сдать в коллекцию. Один. Не вижу. Ну и... А, тьфу, блин. Шоковое орудие тоже тут лежит. Хаммерсмит есть у меня? Есть. Гранатомет. Штурмовая. Это все на продажу. Ух ты. Пошли посмотрим, что можно выложить, что нам не нужно. Оружие. Снайпа, но не нужна. Где-то 134. Ух ты. 185. Седьмой заберем. Стоит он 50, а этот стоит тоже 50. Поэтому лучше продать менее вкачанный. Броня. Прикольный шлем, я его оставлю. Ставим. Такое себе. Решительность. Не знаю, что она дает, пусть будет. Думаю, остальное можно продать. Еще квест надо сдать.
Heard from the last is down in 22 that you did.
How goes the hunt? Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off. I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. The outlaw scientist. If you have an inkling of the wares or what... To the board, yeah. But he's never done nothing to... With that bastard...
Еще 8000 опыта. Тоже здорово. Что у нас действует на торговлю? Я не знаю.
Have you had a mo... You don't hurry up. Someone will get you snooping around there. I've got a look.
22 уже, отлично. Да. Конфетки. Вот это стоит 16, а эти по 39. Естественно, выгоднее их купить. Так. Продать. Ну, во-первых, Z. Так, оружие. Продаем. 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 Броня. Ближний бой, да не надо на ближний бой. Пу-пу-пу-пум. Технология. Так, алкоголь. Где-то был. О. Купить. Вот эти у тебя есть? Не-не-не. Ух ты. Это от холода. Ну, здесь, в принципе.
It's almost time for today's episode of... I found
А
it.
что у тебя в броне? Ничего. Ну все, уходим. Так. А, пистолет появился, зараза. А раньше не было. И этого не было. тяжелый. Четырнадцать, 22, здесь 16, 26. Да, примерно одинаково, я думаю. Ну, давай с тобой поговорим, что ли.
Is it just... Oh, a lot of slogans to keep track. Heard of it? My orientation ain't...
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna...
That's just big. So, what can I get you? I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related... Oh, I'm having a... Space... Spread wires. Don't miss out. Trouble sleeping? The blast will send... Add an addition. And spacer... Even if my contract didn't... Now, are you... You would never... I mean... why, anyone can be... you know... Damn it. No slogan for that one. Look, if there are... Now, if we're done with the chit... Speaking of interest... Anything and everything. Whatever you want. Have a look.
О, второго уровня. Интересно, уже круче. Шлема. 5-17. 230 возьмем. Ложь, 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 ложь. Ах, берегливые шлемы какие. Электрические, отлично. Продать. Что мы можем продать тебе? Да, толком ничего. Шлем за 15. Тут, ну, что-то не нужно есть. Сильный удар, которым я не пользуюсь. Плазмы много, конечно, плазменных. Я думаю, еще будут. Рассеивание. Парочку продадим. Да, даже. Уже лучше, наверное. А теперь купить по 10. Пум-пурум-пурум, пуру-пу-пу-пу-пум. Ну, пока, пожалуй, все. Так, смотрим квесты. Дневник. Куда угодно купите пропуск. На сигнал бедствия сходим. Найдите зацеп-код. Доктор на сциле. Найти кислоту. Выслать этого. Или с лилией. Но здесь пропуск нужен. Значит, на самом вот этом корабле вроде все. Сейчас пробежимся еще.
Some conduct this unit dispense protein. This you shock simulation on shock simulation. How? Shock subroutine complete. Estimated by this unit dispense beginning this.
Хлам.
Welcome.
Так. Ух ты, что такое? Булава. Ну ладно. 53. Да, ничего полезного у тебя нет. Мясо. Там я был.
CNP burst pocket. Can you microwave them too?
Калахан. Публичные записи. Ничего интересного.
Rizzo's lemon slap.
Ку-ку.
Not so fast.
Палят тут, стоят и смотрят, и смотрят. И здесь смотрят. Со всех сторон смотрят. Значит, два варианта. Либо Сцилла, либо Эджвотер. Ну, другой город.
Welcome back. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would... How can... I'll be here.
Ничего полезного.
Is it time for your... Is it time for your regular daily period of
Успокойся.
unconsciousness?
Кстати. Вынять, мистер Мощь. Мах, мощь. Я, наверное, не смогу улучшить броню. Пока что. Денег не хватит. Так, по поводу брони. Это зачем? Что у вас, ребят, на головах? У тебя достойно, у тебя? Да, тоже очень даже. Значит, пока шлем скинем туда, внизу. Потом на досуге им займем. Ну, это будем таскать с собой. Техника плюс 15, конечно, надо. 1402. Да. По доносу. 68. Красота. И конфеты тут даже. О! Таблетки с осушенной. Энергетик. Так. Эти тоже весит что-то. На аптечках. О! Это дает плюс 200. Давай яблоки. Плюс 200. И 25. Вот эти. Так, уже веселее будет. Ну что ж, на сегодня пока хватит. Возможно, вечером еще продолжу. На корабле мы все основное сделали. Дальше надо выдвигаться на другие планеты. Сейчас покажу. Так, мне нужно будет на Терру от Уровой, на Сциллу. Но здесь тоже пару квестов. На Монарх. Страшно пока. Потом. Но это будет в следующей серии. Пока прощаюсь. Спасибо за просмотр. Всем доброго дня.